All right. What is going on, VIP crew? I wanted to share with you how to get ungated in DVDs for less than, I don't know, less than 50 bucks. So I tested this method myself. It absolutely worked. I was just approved today in the DVD category, and it was fairly simple to do. So here's what I did. I went over to christianbook.com and I looked for DVDs. Now, the way that I did it is I actually went to, I want to say clearance. Let me see if they have a clearance section. Actually, you know what? Let's go to DVDs. Oh, I went to the closeouts. That's exactly what I did. I went to closeouts. All right. And in the closeout category, I went to DVDs. Now, this is, I believe, automatic. No, it's not automatically, but it is set up as the best sellers. So you can go from low to high if you want to. And 99 cents is about as cheap as it gets. And then you need to find this particular item on Amazon. Let's say, for example, that we look at this My Mother's Future Husband DVD. I'm going to go ahead and open up Amazon, amazon.com. And I'm going to look for My Mother's Future Husband DVD. There it is. And let's go ahead and find this. Looks like it is right here. And sure enough, Leah Thompson, an Up original movie. Let's go ahead and open this thing up here. An Up original movie, A Second Chance at Love. That's all great. We want to make sure that it matches. We've got a UPC here that ends in 6530, ends in 6530. So you could get this, and it's a $1.49. All right, $1.49, and actually make a little bit of a profit on it. Doesn't look like it sells very much, but at least you could make a profit on it. Okay. Now, here is what I did. I went and I ordered the item. I'll actually show you the one that I used personally. I used, I believe it was this one here, Draw the Circle DVD Study. And I ordered 10 of these. Okay. They take a little time to ship, but that's okay. We get what we need from them. Probably took 4 or 5 days, maybe a whole week for me to actually get this. But I got these delivered to me. And when they're delivered, you get something that looks like an invoice. Now, I have went ahead and covered over the bill to and ship to section because I went ahead and I put in there the name and address that's on my Amazon account. All right. So I had it shipped to the name and address on my Amazon account. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how I edited this particular item, and it worked first try. Okay. So I am using something called Snagit. And in Snagit, what I can do is I can give myself a little extra space to play with here. I'm going to go ahead and open that up just a little bit more. And I'm going to fill this in so I have some white space. Now, some people are going to say, oh, you're messing with it, the invoice. I'm not. I'm going to make this very clear that I'm only annotating. I am not trying to forge any information on here. So here's what I did. First thing I did is I went to the shape section, and I've got a shape selected that allows me to outline things. So what I've done is I went ahead and I outlined this portion here. All right. And this is going to be the distributor information. Let me actually there we go. I want to make that a little bit bigger so we can see Christian book distributors. And then I'm going to highlight these two areas here, this one here, and I'm going to highlight this one here. That's going to overlap a little bit, but that's okay. All right. And then I'm also going to highlight this section, which is the order date. And I'm going to highlight this section here, which is the item description. And I'm going to go over through the stock number. And then finally, I'm going to highlight the quantity. Okay. Now, here's what we do. I'm going to put in distributor information. Okay, so we've got that. And this is a little big, but that's all right. I made it a little bit smaller. And I'm going to point to this here. And then I'm going to put in some other words here. And we're going to put in seller name and address. I'm going to move this over a touch. And I'm going to point to this and that one there. Okay. Now down here, I'm going to point to the quantity. And then I'm going to put in text, QTY, semicolon or colon, I always forget, 10. And then this is the important part, okay? What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to bring this out over to the side. And what I want to do is find the Draw the Circle DVD. Draw the Circle DVD, I believe it is this one here. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to put in the name, the title of this particular item. All right. So we're going to put in Draw the Circle video study. Okay. So Draw the Circle video study. I'm going to hit enter here because I'm going to run out of space since this is so big. Taking the 40-day prayer challenge. Okay. Actually, go back. There we go. Make this just a hair bigger here. Oh, that was taking the 40-day prayer challenge. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, I'll fix that here in a moment. Taking the 40-day prayer. I have to drop this down again. Challenge. All right, then I'm going to go to the next line. I'm going to put in the ASIN information. All right. Now, the ASIN on this is 03100946682. All right, 03100469882. It's going to be different for whichever item you choose. And then I'm going to bring this back to normal size. Okay. And finally, I'm going to put an arrow from this to right there. Okay. And they'll see Draw the Circle DVD study. Now, you can take out the price. You can take out the total price. You could take out all of that. I don't want to hide anything from them. I just want to give them the information, make sure that it's nice and easy to see. Now, once I've done this, this is going to save as a JPEG or a PNG file or something like that. It's not a PDF that I have annotated here. It's an image file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this. I'm going to save it as a file. I'm going to go ahead and save this as a JPEG file. And I'm going to scale down the Retina image so that it's a little bit smaller. And I'm going to hit save. And now I've got that saved on my desktop. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I want a JPEG to PDF changer. You can use JPEG to PDF.com, smallpdf.com. I'm just going to use JPEG to PDF. I'm going to upload the file. Excuse me. And there it is. I'm going to be able to download this into a PDF. Okay. PDF. And we will see now that I've got this in a nice PDF, nice and clean. Normally, I would not have marked out the bill to and the ship to, and that would match my seller name and address. But for you guys, I had to knock that off of there. Okay. Now, the only other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to know what size this file is. Okay. So I'm going to open up and let's see here, get info on this particular item. This file is, it's 418 kilobytes. So it's under that 10 megabytes that it needs to be. We're going to go to Amazon. We're going to hit the Can I Sell, and we're going to upload this to get ungated in this particular item. All right. This cost me a total $199 times 10 plus, I want to say $5.99 for shipping. Cost me a total of $25.89. Now, the last thing I should mention is that this particular invoice, I did not get it emailed to me. I had to wait until the item was shipped to me, and I pulled that out of the box that was sent to me. It is right here in the box that was sent to me. Okay. I uploaded that to my computer, and that is what I annotated. You could annotate this with a pen if you want to. You can draw marks around it, things like that. And you could take a picture of it and send in the JPEG or the image file. I like to send everything in a PDF file because I know that they're going to go and look at that. They're used to getting PDF files. So I always transfer things over to PDF from JPEG just to make it nice and simple. All right. But this method, using this supplier, you can get Ungated in movies and TV, DVD, Blu-ray, all of that for about $30 or less. It should be a little bit less than that if you went and grabbed that other movie that we looked at. Okay. So that's it for today. Just a very simple little video on who to use, how to annotate your invoice, and then the process for getting Ungated. Nice and simple and inexpensive way to get Ungated in the DVD category. And I will say this, if you're going to get Ungated in this category, there tends to be a little bit more people complaining about things being used or scratched or not new. So please make sure that when you are sourcing in this category, you're buying from a place that's going to have nice invoices. I wouldn't send in things with really crappy receipts or things like that. No Goodwill, no thrift stores, stuff like that. Make sure they're new. Make sure they're from a reputable source. Definitely not AliExpress, Alibaba, etc. I know if you're watching this video, you already know that, but I just want to throw it out there just as a word of caution, just in case. So I hope this helps. I hope that you guys can go and get this information or take this information and get Ungated in yet another category very cheaply. And have a great day, guys. I will see you for Tactical Tuesday and office hours this week. Have a great one, guys.